Incoming.
London Hot Radio.
You are logged into www.londonhotradio.co.uk.
Hi, and welcome to the Lennie and Ronnie live show. I was going to say podcast again.
They
And-
can't successfully make a podcast yet. They just haven't been successful.
That's right.
Who's that, Ron?
We haven't made one yet. Lennie,
What?
are you here?
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
So can you introduce yourself?
Oh, yeah, this is Lennie here. I'm part of the Lennie and Ronnie pod live show.
Yeah.
Even though we've not done a pod yet. We've not released a pod yet, have we?
No, we haven't done that yet. So
We've got a few.
how are you doing anyway?
How was your week, Ron?
My week's cool, you know. Babylon again, working for
Oh,
Babylon.
Gordon Bennett.
But, you know what I mean? I have to pay my bills, man. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's been a good week. Just been, lounging, sitting on my throne, wearing my crown, looking after my queen. Had a nice birthday over the weekend.
Oh, yes. I want to say happy birthday to Lennie.
You know what? You know what I went to see? What I did over the weekend. I'll tell you what I did.
You went to see... You went begging outside KFC Brixton? What did you do? Tell me.
Well, no, we didn't do that. I mean, that's beneath me. But what I did do, I went to see the movie Black Panther.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
That's what you did on your birthday?
Yeah.
You
I
went to
did
see
that.
Black Panther?
Before that, we went for a nice breakfast. A local place, which is really nice.
So what was the local place called that you went to?
You know what? I can't remember the name of it now.
Oh, wow, it must have been
Guava
good.
Kitchen.
Guava.
I'm gonna. Now you said that, I'm gonna sell them.
It's only right and proper if you
Yeah,
had a
Guava
good...
Kitchen. They're at London Road, in Forest Hill.
If you had a-
very good.
If you had a
breakfast.
nice breakfast, it's only right and
Yeah,
proper.
and the service is really good. The lady who owns the place is fantastic. Guava Kitchen. Chef, thank you, Chef. It was a fantastic breakfast we had.
Did you have any birthday cake?
My queen ordered a birthday cake. Came on Sunday. So, we had a bit of a...
Did you have any Cullaloo and goatfish or whatever it is you lot eat?
No, you know what? All I need to find out from you, Lennie, just to clarify.
I'm all ears,
I like to clarify
Please
something,
do,
because sometimes
please
when
do.
you say things,
Go on.
it's kind of...
You know what I'm going to say.
I need a little bit of clarity.
Okay.
So you said you lot. So what do you mean by you lot? Just to
I
make that
meant
clarity.
handsome black men. That's what I meant, handsome black men.
Well, handsome black men don't... What did you just say we eat? Cullaloo and goldfish? I just realised.
I don't know what you like. Yeah, I've just been watching the 10cc video.
So,
You know? The one that was, the one that was...
you mean that unrealistic video about what unrealistic situation,
So we're-
what happened in an unrealistic time? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what, Ron? We're digressing. We're always digressing. No wonder we can't get any money for our show.
No. You talked about 10cc video. I'm just telling you how unrealistic it was.
Yeah, but it's it's a good video. It showed
It's not a good
the
video.
African men pretending to be Jamaican men, pretending to be in Jamaica when it was actually shot in Devon, when no one in 10cc actually got robbed. Someone else got robbed.
You know what?
It's a fantastic video, and you know it.
You know what? We're actually promoting this video and this song, and I'm not sure if I'm comfortable about doing that.
I don't want to promote it. It's a rubbish song. I don't want to promote
I
it.
don't know who's listening, any streamers listening, but you can actually go on YouTube and watch this video and listen to this song. I mean, it's probably it's a dated song.
Anyone who's around the 50 mark is going to remember that. It was at number one.
What was
for
it
a
called
long
anyway?
time. Dreadlock Holiday.
Oh, right,
I think
okay.
that says it all.
Dreadlock Holiday. Why would it be called Dreadlock Holiday? I'm not sure.
You'd have to speak to the white men that wrote it. You'd have to speak to them.
It's just full of cliches, full of stereotypes.
Ron,
It's just...
can we get on with the show now, Ron?
No, I just wanted to just get that out there.
We've sold enough records for Dreadlock Holiday.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, they must be old and decrepit now, these 10cc guys. I'd love to kick them up the arse, actually. But I won't do that. There might be a 10cc person listening to this.
Ron, if you kick them up the arse now, if you kick the two white men up the arse, you know what they do? They'd sit down and talk to you and say, "Now listen, did you have a bad childhood? What happened? Did your mother and father not love you?" And then you'll be looking at them, and they'll be telling you all. They'll tell you to come and live with them in this day and age.
Well, you know what I'm concerned about, what you just said there. If I kick them up the arse, I'd never be able to sit down, first of all.
Yeah.
And and if they did, I'd just slap them in the face. So I don't think it would have really worked.
I need to tell you, Ron, you're turning into me. I need to tell you that. you're actually turning. I know that Sin said we shouldn't say it, Ron.
Yeah.
We shouldn't say it.
What's that? Disgusting.
Yeah, I can't help myself.
And what's the other word?
Dirty.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
Why are you
Also-
saying the word what Sin said you couldn't say?
Because Sin's not here now.
What was it called? Sorry, it's disgusting. There's another. Wasn't it dirty?
It was dirty and disgusting.
Was it?
He said that I am, not you because you're nice, I can't generalise whole,
Oh yeah, that's right.
what's the word?
Like a nation or
Yeah.
a
I mean, if you
agenda
think about it, whole nations and whole whatever it is, they're as disgusting as whoever leads them, aren't
you
they?
just said it.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm
You're
not
not
allowed
gonna,
to say-
he's going to dock your pay, but naught from naught. I don't you can't get it. Oh, you can get lower from naught actually, but it'd be minus. That means you have to give him.
He's going to take my passport, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, he might give me your money.
So that means you'll have 2 times nothing. Well, you know what, Ron, we're just waffling. Can we just what? So, how was your week? Was good.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
week was good. So we're going to talk about the World Cup, yeah?
You want to talk about the World Cup?
No, I don't.
Wow.
Let's move swiftly on.
Hey,
No,
shit. I can't believe it.
No. We're not talking about the World Cup.
Wow. Well, I mean, you know what? Just finished watching. I was, halfway through watching that to leave it near the end was Brazil versus Switzerland.
How Brazil
Getting
doing?
frustrated, man. Brazil had scored, but you know that VAR thing. Have you
Oh
heard of
yeah,
VAR?
the
That
technical,
stupid,
yeah.
ridiculous thing, is disgusting thing. Is just taking, I don't know, it's taking the mick. You know, they ruled the game, the goal offside anyway.
I
but
thought that was it was meant to. I thought that it was meant to
yeah.
take all the ambiguity out of it. It was meant to make it straight.
I know, but you ask any genuine football fan, they'll tell.
Ron, what's a genuine football fan? What's
Some
one
of
of
the-
them? What's one of them?
Some of them. All right. This is a genuine football fan. What team do you support?
I don't.
Well, that's right.
I don't care. I don't care about a football fan.
Supports a team and follows a team religiously.
Who do you support?
You know, Chelsea.
I've never known you to go to Chelsea before.
Well, yeah, but
I've never seen you go to a match or ask me, do you want to come to a match, Lenny?
Yeah.
We're gonna duff over
Well,
some rival supporters.
Well, I've been to matches, but no, I mean, I'm not like a real roadie. I'm not a roadman Chelsea.
What's that, Ron? You look like you're doing some 70s dancing.
I'm not a roadman Chelsea fan, but I'm a television Chelsie fan. So
Okay.
that's what. But
You-
but I'm a Chelsea fan.
Right, go on then.
Die-hard Chelsea fan.
So go on, ask any real football fan. What am I asking them?
I can't remember what we were talking about now.
Yeah, I can't remember either, Ron.
I don't know. I can't remember what I said.
Well,
but yeah,
where's-
but anyway,
where's
Mark said that any die-hard football fan.
Where's our
whatever
notes?
the question.
Go back
But
to
anyway.
go back to our notes. Oh, we haven't got any of those either.
No,
Okay.
it's funny enough. I have got something. I've got something I'm going to talk to you about.
Well,
but
what is
before
it?
we talk about the World Cup, because there's a few things we do want to talk about in the World Cup.
Go on.
Actually linked to the World Cup. But anyway, you know, I think it was you that sent me. Somebody sent me something, which was quite interesting.
Go on, what was it?
The London Fire Brigade.
Oh yeah, I sent that to you about London
I can't
Fire
believe
Brigade.
it. I mean, I can't believe it, but it's just interesting that that's come up now. Because I remember about 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, I had a friend of mine who joined the London Fire Brigade. Didn't last for 6 months. He said he couldn't take it anymore.
Well, that's where I met. That's
and,
where I
and
met.
he's a black man.
That's where I met Ian.
Ah, right. So you've joined. Okay.
So
I thought you had to be a certain height to get to the.
In those days, you never.
Oh right.
So-
So you could be 5'5".
Ian is shorter than that. Ian is. I've known him since I was 18.
Yeah.
And I'm 56 now. We met in the fire brigade.
Okay.
That's
so
where we met.
so how did that work out for you? Did they kick you out or something?
They kicked me out, and then they kicked Ian out. Well, what can I say?
Why? Because you were black.
Well, no, that wasn't really the reason. But can I say it was just to stick it in them
Oh
a bit
right,
more?
yeah. But why won't you tell me the real reason?
I don't remember the real reason.
Because you didn't meet the height requirement.
Oh, that could have been it. I think it was because I stole water. They caught me stealing.
Stealing water.
They caught me stealing water.
Ah.
When I was
Is
joking.
that-
I was joking.
Oh,
Ron.
I was going to say, what the hell?
Are you serious? Stealing
Yeah.
water? Where do you think this is, Ron? 1800s? Do you
So
think you're going to call me Kunta? Hey, you're going to say get some water for me, boy? Hey?
So you never had any experience of, I don't know, racial incidents?
Yeah, you know,
or anything like
I was in a class with Ian. What racism could we suffer on? Did I tell you the story? Let me tell you the racism we suffer.
All
Let me
right.
tell you this
Okay.
10-second story. Yeah. So we're in. This is, I reckon, our first or our second day.
Yeah.
And we're in the canteen, and people are playing football.
Yeah.
So, as I said, I'm 18.
Yeah.
I'm 18.
Playing football in the canteen?
No,
inside?
me and Ian are
Oh,
in the
right, okay,
canteen,
yeah.
and other people are playing. So you know, it goes through like squads. You go through, you do your 5 months, it goes
okay.
through. So we're a brand new squad. I've known Ian 2 days, and we're in the canteen talking, and there's these people playing football. They're all older than us, all bigger than us. They're playing football. So Ian said to me, "Let's go and play football." And I said, "But we're meant to be in tutors." He said, we just tell him we didn't know. It's our second day. We didn't know.
Yeah.
So we started playing football.
Yeah.
Then these about 6 or 7 white men come out. As I said, I was 18. I reckon these people are 22s, 23, 24s.
Yeah.
5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
And it's just me and Ian. And they said, can we have our ball back? And Ian picked up the ball and he said, no. He said, it's my ball. He just said, it's my ball. And I saw them looking at each other. And they said, come on, mate, give us the ball back. He said, no, you pay us. If you want this ball back, you pay us. He said, you pay me.
And there's only 2 of you?
Yeah, just me and Ian. And my leg was shaking. He's just so mischievous, mischievous. And then they was walking around. You could see they were uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then one of them said to the other, just give him some money. Just give it to him.
They gave you money?
Yeah, they gave Ian money.
How much? Do you know, remember how
£5.
much
He asked for a £5, and he told us. He said to me at the time that we're going to go to the Wimpy after we finish in the fire brigade.
Yeah.
And then our instructor came and cussed us out. Why are we playing football? We should be in shooters. Ian said, as calm as James Bond. I didn't know. I thought it was break time, even though we was just in the canteen.
So that means really that you two were bullies.
I wasn't a bully.
But you were part of it. You You could have said to Ian, "Look, mate, just stop." But you didn't, did you?
No, I was too scared in case I got a punch in my mouth by the 5 or 6 white men.
Well, there was allegations of bullying in the London Fire Brigade as well.
Does that surprise you, Ron?
Well, I don't know. I mean, just wondered. I mean, so that maybe you guys were part of the bullying.
No,
when you were there.
we didn't. While we went through winter, and we had to go in squads, and you got to learn to march.
Yeah.
And it was snow on the
learn
floor.
to march.
You have to learn to march in your squad, and
Yeah.
Ian
Yeah.
kept messing it up because it was cold, and he kept laughing. He kept messing it. He said left, right, and Ian
So he
kept,
deliberately messed it up.
he deliberately messed it up. And I could see the white people in the squad was, you know what they were saying. You know what they were saying.
You silly buggers.
Yeah, and he was just doing it more and more. I found it funny. But he was just obsessed.
So was you messing up?
No, I wasn't. I didn't want to get my head kicked in by those big white men. But he was just messing up. That was funny.
All right, okay. Because one of the stories that I was talking about a black firefighter finding a noose put above his locker. Actually found that.
Okay, he
Actually found that.
Yeah, but Barack Obama found one on his his library or whatever. What did he do? He found it about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yes, a noose. So I just wondered if these things were happening when you were there, but obviously it wasn't because you guys sounded like protagonists, and you were the bullies. So I can't really.
We were coming in like Kenwyn Jones.
Right. Well, I'm just going to give you another incident because apparently a Muslim firefighter had bacon and sausage put in his. Sorry, listeners. I'm not really sure if I said a joke, but I'm going to repeat it again. Right. A Muslim firefighter had bacon and sausage.
Didn't they give him any eggs and toast?
Sorry, listeners. Had put in his coat pocket, and a terrorist sign was posted on his locker. So that to me, that was things like this are happening in the London Fire Brigade.
Well, I don't even know if you're serious.
Well,
Ron.
that's what they said. They reported as an incident.
Do you remember Kenwyn Jones in the football?
Well, yes, I remember. You
Go
can
on,
tell me the story. You want to tell me the story?
Kenwyn Jones, he said he came to his locker, and there was a pig's head or something.
Pig's head.
A pig's head, and he's a devout. What is he? He's
a Muslim. Yeah, he's a practicing Muslim.
So after he smashed up,
what he did, he took the pig's head out of the locker. He shouted at a few people. And what he did after that, he threw the pig's head onto the windscreen and smashed. I think he smashed a couple of players' cars.
Yeah, he smashed I think 3 or 4 cars, and just because they put a pig's head on his. But what is it you're expecting, Ron? Seriously.
So what would I mean? As far as they're concerned, it's banter, isn't it? That's what they say. It's banter. So we've got a mate. Remember that mate of ours?
Who?
Who was in the fire, and he said that he got Well, he said they said they done something to him. I think I think they threw away his food or something like that.
Well, so I don't want to make this a black or white thing, but the fire brigade, the article from the Sky News says it racist, so it's clearly a white and anything else thing.
Yeah.
So how would the white people feel if they came and there was a picture of their mother in a bikini or in a really rubbish pose? How would they feel about that? Why do you want to antagonise people? Why? Do you not know that if you're a fireman or a policeman and you're going into a serious situation, the most important thing is your team?
Of course.
And as far as I'm concerned, if you've been cussing out and blaspheming black people, if your backside's hanging out and you're ready to get burnt in a fire, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to give you a little kick just to make sure your backside gets properly burnt and say, oh no, let's start a GoFundMe page for him because he only called me Chalky 20 million times or Milky. Do you not realise that you need to foster friendship and trust and all that kind of stuff, and you don't do it by cussing the core of people, do you?
Well, no,
their
you don't.
religion or their colour. That is stupid, and anyone who does it, don't get me wrong, Ron, you are allowed to do it, but you have to take your licks. You have to take them.
Well, it's true. I don't understand because people don't seem to understand what the consequences could be for that.
No, you've got to take them. You've just got to take them. If you're going to put a pig's head on Ken Wynne-Jones, you can see Ken Wynne-Jones is not to be played with. He looks like an extra from the film Zulu. You can just see Ken Wynne-Jones can run. He can run like Usain Bolt and fight like Roy Jones Jr. Why would you do that to him? So expect your licks. And as far as I'm concerned, if I had a Back to the Future car, I'd go back and encourage him to smash more people, more cars.
Yeah, but it's banter. It's banter, isn't it? So
No banter. No banter. It's not. There's a line. Banter. If you look up the word banter, it means something like witty repertoire. That's what it means. That's witty. So witty would mean someone's got to be laughing.
Yeah.
And do you think Ken Wynne was laughing when they put the Muslim thing on his... Do you think he was laughing?
He weren't laughing, I'm sure, but
Well,
I think...
who was laughing? Do you think the people that he smashed up their car, were they laughing?
Well, I'm sure when the police came and started to take reports, the whoever did the pig's head thing said, well, it's only banter. Why did he have to go that far? He could have talked to her.
No.
So, that's the sort of thing what
No.
happens, isn't it?
I'm
I'm sure people have learnt from things like that. But
They don't. They're not. You know, I was talking to a woman last week, and then she told me that she's a part of the woke generation.
Right.
So I looked up to see what woke means. I know that when you get up in the morning, you say to people, I just woke up, but...
Yeah.
And hold on. So I don't get this wrong, and people don't blaspheme me. This is what I'm going to do. So I don't get this wrong. I'm going to look up the word now, just to get it from the Oxford Dictionary, what it says. Woke meaning.
I just thought your eyes are open.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It says here, someone who's alert to injustice in society, especially racism.
Wow. So
That's from
why is racism still around then?
So the point I was going to make to you is, I was talking to a woman and she said that she's a part of the woke generation. So I don't know why she said it to me, so I had to go and look up the word. And I'm just thinking, we've been black a little while now, and we've been fighting this stuff for a little while.
Yeah.
What does she mean that she's what was she like at school?
Yeah.
What was she like before? What was her mum and dad like?
Maybe it's only a couple of days she's been a part of the woke generation.
So back to your racism, it's how it is, Ron. It's just how it is. I know Sin told me not to say dirty and disgusting and not to generalise, but
you're saying the word dirty and disgusting.
Yeah, but
I don't understand that.
why?
You're saying it, and Sin's told you not to say it.
Yeah, but you know what? I just pushed Sin on the floor. Who cares about Sin? I had to push him on the floor. What's he believe? What I'm saying to you is, whole nations have been like that. Whole nations, whole generations. Look, why is Angela Merkel why does she just let everyone into Germany? Because she feels guilty about what? How Germany have the Nazis. Isn't that why she's feeling guilty?
I don't know why she did it. Maybe it's an economy thing. I don't know. It's always political, these things. It's not about what she believes or what she feels about something.
Yeah, I get the impression
Politicians
that she's feeling guilty. Why do you think that the far right in every country in Europe is getting stronger and stronger and stronger all the time? Do you think it's because white people like people of colour? It's not, is it?
No.
It's because
a lot of resentment.
Yeah. And they've come over, taken our jobs and all that kind of caper. And they've come at the right time, because whenever there's hard times, people always want to blame someone.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes what some of those white people say is that It's only banter when we have a laugh with them, but it's just that they don't understand. They don't understand. This is our culture. It's our country. They don't understand. It's only banter, mate. That's what
No, I'm having none of it. They don't know what banter is. Next time someone says to you it's banter, ask them, what does banter mean? And where does the phrase come from? Ask them, see if they know what it
Well,
means.
they say, what do you mean?
I'll
That's what they say.
banter my foot. Let someone come and banter me. Let someone come and tell me banter. I'm a black bastard. It's banter. I look like the gollywog on the jam jar. It's banter. Yeah, I ate those blacks, but now you're all right, Len. they must think I'm what's his name, Ron? The one that said Julie, wheel out the blood clot. What's his name?
What's that comedian's name again?
Yeah, he's comedian.
Yeah, I forgot his name now. Yeah.
His trousers are too tight
But
now.
you like him, don't you? Rate him, don't you?
No, I don't.
I
But
thought
what's
you
his
did.
name?
Oh, I thought you did rate him.
No, I don't rate him. You know I don't. You know I don't rate him.
Oh, right.
But
okay.
he's the kind of person that would get all that stuff aimed at him and not say nothing whatsoever. Not say one word until he's with his friends. Not say one word.
All right. Okay.
So
Listen.
I've got to say a nice one to Kenwyn Jones. Go on, Ron.
Listen, I'll ask you something.
Tell me.
Something concerned me the other day.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it did.
What happened? Was your gyro late?
Again, you see, this is the thing, streamers. Then he comes out with these comments.
Streamers.
And I have to clarify streamers. Is it streamers or listeners?
Well,
What do I call them?
Sin says the listeners.
Listeners, okay, listeners, yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to be,
Professional.
yeah, and technical and
You failed.
and clever.
but
Yeah.
You're clever.
Yeah.
Go on.
But I was going to say, something concerned me. Anyway, something really concerned. You know what?
Tell me.
What's happened to Chris Eubank? I keep getting these videos of. Is he actually
No, I think.
got problems now? Or is he? Because I don't hear anything about him being sectioned or anything like that.
Yeah,
Or
I've seen.
is there stories about him being sectioned? I don't know.
I've seen him as well. The videos. I don't know. I feel a bit bad, but if you think about it, he was in some of the most ferocious fights ever.
Oh,
I think
yes.
something's afoot with his brain.
Well, it was. I'm sure his brain was scrambled a few times because he was in some serious fights.
If you read some interviews with his ex-wife, Karen, she says some mad stuff. She says every day was like a whirlwind or a hurricane. Every day, she said every single day was like a whirlwind and a hurricane with him.
Really?
Yeah, she said, yeah, just have a read. She said that go on.
Go on, say. What's that?
Well, she said he invited a homeless person to live with him one day, picked up a homeless person.
Yeah.
He jammed his lorry in the tunnel in France.
Yeah.
And he used to change his clothes to quite a bit.
Wow.
They had to send a van or a truck to pick it up from the dry cleaners.
I mean, that's the thing about being a boxer, isn't it? You really are putting yourself in danger when it comes to all that sort of stuff.
Well, now,
You know? When these guys were taking on, I suppose when I always talk about boxers, and we talk about especially the ones today, and sometimes we talk about criticising for avoiding these tough fights. But when you think about it, sometimes it's probably better off.
yeah, but that's what you're getting paid for, and that's what you're telling us you are.
Yeah.
If you was to come out and tell us you're a reporter, we want to see you reporting. You're
Yeah.
telling us you're a boxer. Mike Tyson said it best, Ron. He said, "My name's Mike Tyson. Pay your money and get in the ring with me." That's what he said. He said, "I don't care who you are. First come, first serve." He said, "I'll take everyone." That's a boxer.
Well, I mean, he's a prize fighter, wasn't he? I mean, that's what he was before.
He don't
anyway.
care. He'd fight people for nothing.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so he was a different breed animal. He was a different breed of boxer. I mean, he came from street boxing. I mean, he was like so for him, it was just raw and rugged and brutal. But there's people like Anthony Joshua. I mean, like him, I think he'd just keep his head intact and not get in the ring with anybody. Just retire. You got your money.
Well,
Get out, mate.
they call Ali the greatest. I don't know if you've ever analysed Ali, but apparently, and I don't know anything about anything, but his method was to allow himself to get punched to see what was happening, to see what you had, to see how hard you could hit, and to see where your power. And he allowed himself, and then he said he normally knew quite early because he took all your blows what you were capable of.
He fought George Foreman, and I remember the story about George Foreman hitting the boxing bag, and he put holes in them. Now I'm thinking to myself, Muhammad Ali allowed that man to punch him.
Do you not see a picture of his face when he was fighting him?
That's what I'm saying. So, and that is, to me, that's madness. You know, that guy was dangerous.
Ali
And
said,
I know he beat him in the end, but It was
Yeah,
dangerous to do that, and that's what happened to him.
Well, nowadays there's a lot more going on. People know a lot more about concussion. How many of the England 1966 people have had Alzheimer's, and they put it down to headering?
But them balls were heavy in them days. I know them balls. I remember them balls
I know
back
Jeff,
in the day.
I know Jeff Hurst is still alive.
Sir Jeff, yeah, not Jeff Hurst, Sir Jeff.
Whatever
And you know
his
why his name is Sir Jeff as well.
Why is he called? Oh, because he said nigger in the wood
No,
park.
no, he didn't say that. He
What did
didn't
say?
do that.
He didn't say nigger in the wood park.
No. What I don't know about what he did. Yes, he did later on, but it's what he achieved before that. That's what really is. He's Sir Jeff. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he scored. He's the only man to score a hat trick in a World Cup final. You know that?
He hasn't got any concussion or Alzheimer's.
But did I just tell you what? He's the only man who scored a hat trick in a World Cup final.
Have England never got 3 goals in a cup final before? You ever got 3 goals
Well,
after that?
They scored 4 goals in the cup final, and
Who
Jeff
did?
Hurst got 3 of them.
Yeah, but what I'm asking you is, England never done it since?
No, they have never done it since. No. 'Cause
Okay.
remember that song, It's Coming Home? The reason why they sing that song is because after that World Cup, they always thought he'd be coming back to England.
Oh, that's what I didn't know what it was about.
It's
I just
coming
saw
home.
I saw John
Football's
Barnes
coming home.
wearing a jacket and an England top that was too small for him, singing with all his belly hanging out, rapping.
that
No,
wasn't-
you gotta know, you gotta know, you gotta know, and you gotta know, and you gotta do to know to
But
know.
that wasn't the song. That
Oh,
wasn't
wasn't
the
it?
song. That was another song. But yeah.
I'm sure it's the same song,
No,
Ron.
it is not. It's another
You
one.
sure it
That
doesn't turn
one's,
into a rap?
Yeah, but that's another song. I forgot the name of that song.
I thought that was the song, Ron.
No.
So
but-
I've got it. I've got all these years. I've got it wrong.
Yeah, you got it wrong. Yeah, John
So-
Barnes was very muscular and very slim in those days. He wasn't
Well,
fat, and his
I know his
belly
top
wasn't hanging out.
his top was very tight, Ron.
Well, yeah, but he was a very slim. He was a slim, muscular kind of guy.
Ron, he
and
wasn't.
He used to wear
Ron, we're
tight
talking.
tops.
We're talking about 2 different videos here.
In the 80s and 90s, when footballers used to play football, they used to wear these tight tops and tight shorts.
I'm going to. I watched John Barnes talking about racism about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and I liked what he said. So I'm going to give him, JB, a pass there.
Yeah.
But I want to discuss his rapping with him. If I ever see him, I want to discuss his rapping with him and how tight that top was in the rap. And why must he keep pushing his head forward like a white East End gangster while he's rapping? You got to know to know. You got to know to know. You got to know to know. I don't know what he was saying.
Well, you know what?
Tell me.
John Barnes was best at playing football, so I
Yeah?
think rapping was
Well,
just a little side gig.
I
for
think
him.
that you should tell him that, not me. Because
Well, I
I
don't
agree.
need to tell John Barnes that. I mean, he's one of the greatest footballers, or British footballers that ever lived on this planet.
Don't get me
So
angry.
we don't
Don't get me
We
angry.
don't really want to go there.
We don't
Right,
want to
anyway, I
Go on.
mean, the other thing I was going to say to you
Tell me.
is the World Cup.
What about it?
I mean, what do you think of? Have you seen any of the games?
No.
You've not seen. Are you serious?
Yeah, of course I'm serious.
Yeah,
How much money does that give me then?
well, I saw one really good game the other day.
Who was it?
Belgium versus Cameroon, and Belgium versus Morocco. Sorry, and wow, what a game! What a game!
Who won, Ron?
Eh?
Who won?
Morocco won it 2-0.
Morocco. Is that
Yeah,
a
they
third
won.
world? Is that a third world place?
North African country, they won it. But you know what? Unfortunately, things happened afterwards, which would
Oh
spoil me.
yeah, I was reading that
Yeah,
the
they just-
people were rioting.
Yeah, a lot of rioting going on. I think it was about, obviously, Belgium fans, especially at home, were
Oh,
pissed.
it was Belgium and Netherlands. I was reading that was rioting.
But I think Netherlands, I don't know, Netherlands and Belgium are quite near to each other, innit? So I don't know if
why
it's
why must Belgium and Netherlands involve their stuff in
I think,
in
you
stuff
know,
that's happening in
football fans have all over the world, so they have a kind of way of
Haven't the football fans got any life to live? Can't they go?
yeah, they breed football. They breed football. Football's a religion to a lot of football fans around the world. And if their country loses and somebody sort of takes a piss, then they're going to react. And that's what's happened. I think the Moroccan fans are probably taking the piss out of the Belgian fans. And then they just sort of exploded. And
Well,
then, you know, so that's what's
I
happened.
think that the Moroccans. I read the story. I did read the story. So I believe that the Moroccans, they're entitled to a little bit of jubilation, aren't they?
Yeah, but sometimes people just get in your face, you know.
I don't understand
Have you not
it.
been in the football match when somebody's in your face when somebody scores and say, get in there, and they're shouting in your face? They're saying to
No,
you,
I've never encountered that stuff, Ron.
I mean, you a Millwall supporter? I thought you was a Millwall supporter.
Millwall supporter.
Well, I don't know. But anyway, I mean, that's what happens. They antagonise each other. That's what football fans do. Is a culture.
Yeah, but do they go rioting?
Well, something like I said, Belgian fans started smashing up the place. A bit like if England win the World Cup, maybe not too bad. But if they get to the semi-final or final and they lose, you better lock up your doors, mate. And
Why? What's going to happen?
Close your windows.
What's going to happen, Ron?
Well, if your neighbour is an English supporter, an avid English supporter, don't start winding him up or anything.
Ron,
don't put on any songs winding him up.
I think there's a really good chance that I live in a completely white neighbourhood.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I saw a black man there one time, and he ran up to me.
Delivering something?
No, he told me. He whispered. He looked around, looked everywhere. Then he told me, "Get out."
Oh, right.
That's what he told me.
So have you done that?
No, I stayed there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I said, let them come and knock. Let them even come and trick and treat on my door.
Have you seen a black man since?
No,
I think that's a problem, then, isn't it?
I saw a cross. I saw a cross, and it said "Rest in peace, Ethelbert." So that could have been him. But no, I've not seen.
So don't you sleep with one eye open then? Because I mean, if you're saying get out, then
no,
that's the problem.
I don't sleep with one eye open. I don't do that at all.
So you're not in the ends anymore, Lenny.
I don't know. Was I ever in the ends?
Well, I'm sure you must have been in the ends. That's
What's the ends, Ron?
Well, the ends, wherever your local was, where you was born, where you was born and
is
bred.
that what it's called now? The ends.
Yeah, the ends.
Okay.
That's what I think. If I ask a young person, then maybe they might call it something else. But as far as I know, it's called the ends.
The ends. Why?
Yeah.
What's the correlation? What does ends mean?
The ends where you're born and bred.
Yeah, but why? Why is it called the ends? You see, hood is come from neighbourhood.
Yeah.
So what's ends? What's ends? I don't know.
It's just like the
Fam.
ghetto, like the ghetto and everything.
Yeah, Ron, I know all the street lingo. Listen, fam, bruv, cuz, twos directly. I know.
Well, you're
You see, road.
You're a road man, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a bona fide street man. Yeah, road man. I'm a bona fide road man. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
so
no.
You don't know anything about ends. You should know.
I'm asking you to tell me what it means and what it's got to do with the neighbourhood you're from.
The
ends.
ends, yeah. The ghetto where you come from.
Right, I understood.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm just asking you, what has it got to do, the word ends, with a neighbourhood that you're from?
Oh, that's one thing I could never know. I have to ask them young people that.
I don't know, I'm just curious.
I think it's spelled E-N-D-Z.
Oh, well, it's got a Z in it?
Yeah, I think it's got a Z in it. So, but it's ends, But, you obviously you're out of the ends now. You got out of the ends.
Well, I can tell you that I was sitting over in a cafe in East London last year sometime. Yeah. I was sitting with a group. There's about 4 of us, all about I was the youngest person there. And then this...
You're the shortest as well?
Definitely, without a doubt. Easily. So
sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
No,
sorry,
that's fine.
Sorry, streamers, listeners. That was a bit bad.
This
that was.
young white man and young black man came
well,
in there. I reckon they was about 21, 22. And they came in and they spoke for about 2 or 3 minutes. They were being really respectful. And then when they left, I asked the people I was with what they said, and they said they had no idea. And we laughed for the next 10 minutes because no one knew, but no one interrupted. We had no clue what they said.
So were they speaking Cockney, English?
They were talking some street talk.
Geordie?
I don't know what they were talking, Ron, but whatever they were talking, I didn't know.
So did anybody say yes when they was talking? Nod your head, because it might have been a question he asked.
We were nodding our head. I think that they were saying that the police chased them. This is what I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
The police chased them, but they got away, then they threw something, and then they had to go back and get it, and they done it.
So why didn't they tell you? Why did they tell you this?
I think that one of them knew someone, and he asked him where he'd been.
Oh, okay.
And then he was telling him, sorry, I didn't. I got that bit, but then he said sorry, and then next thing, I was like, I was in Ukraine. I don't know what they were saying. So when they talk about the ends and stuff like that, I don't know what all that talk means.
I remember you used to be like that with your barbers. You didn't understand what word he was saying, but you used to just nod your head. That's crazy.
Yeah, not only that, but he was talking heavy, deep Jamaican.
All right.
And I used to look in the mirror to try and lip read what he was saying. And I was trying to look at the inflections and how he was moving himself. And I was saying, yeah. I didn't know what he was saying, Ron.
So what if he'd asked you a question, it was a yeah, which you have to give him money or something?
Yeah, I just shrugged my shoulders. I don't know, but I didn't understand one word. So I'd like, if anyone can tell me what ends has got to do with where I came from.
Well, that'd be a good one, because it's a good question there. I don't know what it means, but these young people say these things. I just
go on,
jump on the bandwagon sometimes.
Yeah, I know you do, Ron. And in a minute you'll be talking Jamaican, even though you're a middle-class twat.
Well, that again, you have to clarify that now. I don't understand what you mean by that.
You do know what I mean, Ron. You'll be doing all the rassy, classy, Lloydie talking in a minute.
Rassy classy? What does that mean? What does rassy classy mean?
Ask Michael. Michael knows. Michael
told
told me.
I don't know who Michael is, but...
you do know.
Oh, him. All right. Well, Michael's somebody you can't ask questions to. He disappeared now, hasn't he?
I don't know. He's your mate.
I think it was yours. I think you two used to have your little laughs in the corner of the pitch when the dads used to watch the game. So, yeah, it was, there were interesting times. They were very interesting times. But I was going to say to you,
Go on, I'm listening.
Black Friday. sales of Black Friday. Have you?
Well, I've been seeing that thing for 3 weeks now.
So
but
what have
when's
you got out of
Fri-
Black Friday sales? What? Tell me some bargains you've got then.
Well,
Give me some
I'll tell you
bargains.
what bargains I got.
Yeah.
I read an article that said 7 out of 10 Black Friday things are not real.
Well,
That's what I read.
I heard 1 out of 7 deals are not
No,
real.
it's much higher than that.
I mean, that's really sad. I mean, Black Friday was supposed to be this big thing. I mean, it came from America, didn't it?
Yeah, in America.
Thanksgiving kind of time.
In America, I think if they'd done shenanigans like that, there'd be lawsuits. So I think in America they're probably real.
Yeah, but why is it not real here? That's terrible.
You know what the British are. You know what the British are like.
I mean, I've been trying to look for some Black Friday deals. I want to see if I can get some deals.
Ron, I don't think I like the way you're emphasising black all the time. Black.
Well, it's Black Friday. That's what it's called. I mean,
Why must
I was
it be black?
told
Why
that
why must it be black?
it's derived from when they used to sell the slaves in every Friday at the marketplace. Yeah, that's what I was told.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what I was told. But you need to look that up. But I was told that's what it derives from. But anyway,
I've got nothing.
Eh?
I didn't buy nothing for no Black Friday business.
I thought you would have. I thought you like a bargain.
No, I don't care about bargains.
You don't care about a bargain.
No.
But anyway, I mean, as I said to you before, I really wanted to discuss what was going on in this World Cup. You know, apart from the fact that I saw this fantastic game between Morocco and Belgium, I'm looking at how the African countries are doing in the World Cup, and they seem to be picking up now. What do you think about how they're doing? You saw, was it Ghana? No,
Yeah.
Cameroon today?
I think the best way for me to sum up the World Cup to you, Ron, is
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care.
Listen, streamers, I've been really trying my best to get Lenny to be interested in the World Cup. I think I'm getting somewhere with it. I'm sure I am. I'm actually sure I'm getting somewhere with it, but I'm just, it's a very, very slow and arduous task to get him involved. But, you know, I mean, the World Cup, it changes things for countries. It changes.
What does it change, Ron?
Eh?
What does it change?
Well,
Tell me what it changes.
when a country hosts the World Cup,
Go on.
it brings in lots of money for them.
Does it?
And yeah. And sometimes people, like for example, what's going to happen with Qatar? I mean, all the stuff going on regarding the gay rights, and maybe they might think about it now. They might think about, you know what, those guys are all right. We might just try and change the law and get them, you know, get them suited and booted. I don't know.
I'm sure that will happen in the future. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if it will happen now, but I'm sure. Just like who's the girl that got for wearing the headscarf who got killed? Was that Iran?
Yes, Iran. Like, yeah, again,
I think things are going to change. Things will start to change.
Yeah, so a platform.
Yeah,
World Cup is a
definitely, because
platform.
they'll vote whoever's in power out of power at some, and then it will change.
And the thing, what's happening, I think in the next few days, the match which is going to be really interesting is Iran versus USA. It's a very political match that's going to be.
Yeah, but the
Turn into a
Iranian team seem to be a bunch of nice fellas.
And there seem to be a bunch of good footballers as
Yeah,
well.
so
Very
I
good.
don't think that's going to be any big deal. I think that they'll all be out having some nice cheese and biscuits and wine before or after the match, and they'll have a burger or whatever it is they eat, and everyone will be happy.
Well, they've already started all the talk with America because I think they wanted America to be kicked out of the World Cup.
Yeah, I don't know if that is that as Donald Trump would say, fake hair. I mean, fake news.
They said they've altered their flag, and also one of the ex-managers of the USA was saying that the Iranians in the last match worked the referee. He had to come out and apologise to the Iranian people to say that it wasn't about that. He was just talking about how they was harassing the referee. Doesn't mean they was bribing him or anything. But Iranians are very sensitive about stuff like that now because they think people are on them. A bit like the Qataris. That's how they see it. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I don't know. If you can tell me, if anyone can tell me, anyone listening can tell me how the World Cup is going to put money in my pocket, I'm going to watch it.
Well, the World Cup won't put money in your pocket, but it will give you entertainment, wouldn't it? It surely will give you an entertainment. So I think Lenny's just gone. I don't know why he's gone. He seems to have gone out of the room for a bit. But what I would like to say is that I'm not gonna be able to. Oh, Lenny's got what? Sorry. All right. Yeah, I think we've probably got about less than 10 minutes now. Probably 5 minutes. I think it's probably about 5 minutes, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
10 minutes?
Yeah. I just went to check.
Lenny just went out. He just went out the room. I don't know what happened there.
I just
I don't know what was happening there.
Go on. So I don't think them people are gonna. If anyone can tell me how if anyone can tell me how the World Cup's going to help me or my family, then I'm going to watch it from now on.
Well, it's entertainment. It gives you joy. What if England won the World Cup now? How are you going to feel?
What did I just say 1 second ago? Refer to my... How is the World Cup going to affect me?
No, put it this way, you might not feel like anything about it, but it'll bring money into the country.
Into what country?
It will enhance the country's happiness.
Whose happiness, Ron?
Everybody around. If you're not happy, you're gonna you've got a new business.
Right.
Starting.
So
people are gonna be happy. People are gonna have smiles on their face.
I tell you what I read.
Happy smile is a happy country. Isn't
I
it?
tell you what I read on the Sky News.
Yeah.
As we're talking about happy, it said the World Cup is going to make more domestic violence go up towards children and towards
why do you
women.
have to be so negative?
I'm just telling. I didn't say it. Do you want me to quote who said it?
Yeah, and that's true.
So you know what? Hold on. I'll let you speak. Hold on.
Okay.
So you're telling me, the World Cup's this and the World Cup's that. The World Cup's this and the World Cup's that.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on. So the World Cup's this, the World Cup's that. Yeah. Go on.
So I'm saying to you that as far as I can see, that they said that it's going to make domestic violence go up towards children and towards women.
Which actually is true.
I didn't say it. That's not me.
That is
and
true.
then when during COVID, what was happening during COVID?
Again, the same things were happening.
That's right. So good one, football. Well, I bet all those children that are getting their heads smashed up everywhere, and all those women that are getting busted up, they must be thinking, "Go on, Arsenal, we can't wait to play."
Well, that's the other side of what the World Cup does.
From what I read, I was reading an article about a year ago. The woman said that the worst time is when Arsenal lose. That's what she said.
All right. Yeah. I mean, these things, like I said to you about football fans, if you're a bona fide football fan,
What?
you know,
What?
What happens? You eat football, you breathe football, and it's like a religion.
Shouldn't you go and get a job, or go and seek counselling, or go and seek the Lord?
Well, I'm sure these football fans, most of them work. Most of them are bank managers.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any Well, actually, I do know bona fide
executive,
football fans.
whatever. These guys are in big jobs most of the time.
But
they just need somebody to relieve the energy or whatever it is.
Well, all I'm asking you is, Ron, you said to me, does the World Cup mean anything? And I'm just saying that it's not me you should be asking. It's them people in the A&D who are running around, running from their husbands, that you should be asking, not me.
Oh, right, yeah, but, you know.
Go on. What?
I just think that, okay, it's fine. You can focus on the negative.
It's fine.
But
I didn't focus on it.
I was trying to focus on the positive.
I wasn't focusing. I was just saying to you that if you can explain to me what the World Cup does to me, how it helps me or anyone I care about, how it lifts our life in any way, shape or form, elevates us.
Look, for example, if England won the World Cup now,
yes,
the business what you've got will just go up tenfold.
How?
There'll be people going out. You know what it's like. They'll be going out and getting themselves pierced.
No, they'll be just doing rap videos like John Barnes. You're going to know in a skin tight
top. There'll be people drinking every night. You know what it's going to be like in this country. It's going to be fireworks every night.
Yeah, and you know what, Ron? You know what? This is what I want to say to you. Me and you had a discussion. If you're going to be honest, we're going to have an honest discussion.
All right, okay.
You told me that when England... What did England...
That means I wasn't honest before then?
No, but this is going to be mega honest because we're live on air.
All right, okay.
And I know we joke about 1 or 2 listeners, but you know we've got more anyway. So...
How do you know we got more?
Let's get to my point before our time runs out.
All right.
Right. So did you see the faces of the non-white people in the crowd when the 3 people of colour missed penalties at the...
Oh, my God.
Did you see the faces?
Yes, I saw their faces.
Because you know what the camera did? The camera, whoever the camera was, it went round and all the faces, and most of the faces it picked up for some reason, were of colour.
Yeah.
So did you see the faces of the people, of colour standing beside the people of no colour, white people? Did you see the faces?
Yeah.
Tell me what the look on was, the faces, or whoever you saw. What was the look? Tell me, because you talk about football and Die Hard and brotherhood. Tell me the look. Come on, don't forget you said you're going to be honest.
Yeah.
So tell me.
Yeah, look.
Tell me. You haven't said anything. You're just making noises.
It was a look of horror, really. I mean,
why was it a look of horror? For what reason?
Because they know what's coming next.
What's coming next? What?
Well, we know that it's going to be like little stuff on the internet and stuff like that.
What little stuff, Ron? You're not saying anything. Tell
big
me.
stuff on the internet.
What? Like what?
Well, you know, racist abuse. They're going to get all. They're going to get it. Put it this way. They're going to get it.
So was it likely that the people that you got on the coach with to Wembley Stadium, you're not going to get on the coach with on the way home because three black people. So when you're talking about all this football stuff, Ron,
put it this way, I make my excuses.
Right,
I will make my excuses.
The only point I'm making to you is, this country, whether England win or not, I don't think much is going to change. Yeah. I don't think much is going to change. the people who scored in the first. Who was the people that scored in the first England game?
Well, they're all black.
Right. So
Except for the last one.
If the same thing happens again, yeah. So if there's a penalty shootout coming up now, and the 3 black people miss and England lose, nothing would have changed. They will still be the N-word.
That's very interesting.
They will still be vilified.
That'd be interesting because I'm going to be really interested to find out what would happen now. Because
you know what's going to happen.
No. The reason why what I'm wondering is what is Gareth Southgate going to do? Is he going to make black players take penalties, or are you going to give it to white players?
That's very interesting. But I think
I'd be very interested.
I would bet if I was wearing a shirt, I would bet my shirt that he will make the blacks take it because he's going to. I think Gareth Southgate, bless his heart, I think he actually cares.
Yeah.
I think he really does care. And it's probably going to be to his detriment. He's going to let 3 black players take it. And you know what's going to happen? They're all going to miss.
Well, I didn't want to go down that road.
But you know it's true.
Yeah.
And then he's going to, bless his heart, he's solid. Gareth Southgate, I don't know about his managerial skills, because how many games have England won? How many have they actually won?
Well, they've only won one. It's only 2 games. So
I'm talking about since he's been the manager.
Well, the percentage rate is probably high for him.
There you go.
I guess so.
That's not very good, Ron, what you're saying?
No, the percentage rate is high.
So I heard what you said, but you added for him.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know.
So for anybody...
Gareth Southgate's not had a great record.
No, and then if you look at if you look at his last few England games, if anyone ever seen the film, the programme Top Boy, Gareth Southgate, bless his heart, he's a king of a shithole.
Oh my God,
that's what he is.
Listen, in the words of Sir Jeff Hurst, your country needs you, and that's what you need to be doing.
My country needs me.
Yeah.
You know what my dad told me. The first memory he has got of England. You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you what my dad told me? Because this is my country.
Dad tell you now?
Skinheads throwing a bottle at the back of his head when he's pushing my brother.
Oh man.
So that the country really needed him. So, let me add this. Is quite important. Go back to where you came from. There was no talk of we need you. Yeah. No, he didn't hear that. And when those...
Well, the World Cup one's on then,
Hold on. Of course it was. Of course it was. Of course it was. And then when they had no blacks, no Irish and no dogs on there, they didn't need us then.
Yeah.
So what's changed?
Well, like I said to you, I mean, this is a time when everybody... Well, Jeff Hurst, Jeff Hurst did, or Sir Jeff Hurst.
All I'm saying to you is this. Did you see that video that went round about 2 or 3 weeks ago with the police at Battersea? I think it's Battersea or Clapham. 4 policemen, Ron, they were beating a black boy who was handcuffed.
Wow.
Let me tell you how he's handcuffed. Let me tell you how they're beating him, like Mike Tyson on the heavy bag. Yeah,
beating Frank Bruno, you mean?
Yeah, conking on top of you. That's how they were beating him. Wow. What's changed, Ron?
Yeah, that's not.
I mean, let me ask you a question. Think about this for a second. You come out of school where you've been calling black people every name under the sun in school and thinking it's funny. Then next thing you're at work, when you've still got those racist tendencies going through, but you keep your mouth shut because there's older black people there that punch you.
Or you join the police force.
Yeah, there you go. Even better, Ron. Even better. If anyone's listening to that, I'm gonna fist bump Ronnie for that because that's the truth. And you know what we should be? You know what the blacks should say?
Yeah.
How lucky we are we're not in America. Because not only do you join the police force, they give you a gun to help you shoot and maim. So no, Ron, when you're telling me about the World Cup, I respect you because you always talk the positive.
Yeah.
It doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't help me.
It looks like streamers, listeners. I can't get anything out of Lennie when it comes to the World Cup. It looks like that's it.
Oh, hold on. What does it do for you?
Deal.
What does it do for you?
Well, it's entertainment.
Is that it? Well, if I want to be entertained, I'll watch an old Richard Pryor film, or I watch an early Eddie Murphy film, or Red Fox. If I want to be entertained.
Well, football's an entertainment industry. I like watching football. I like the game. So yeah.
If you want to be entertained, Ron, let me tell you what to do. Go to Mississippi and kiss a white girl. Then you'll be entertained.
I don't think I'll be the entertainment,
that's right.
I think.
When they're hanging you, like I'm giving you some licks like Emmett Till, you're right, you will be the entertainment. So you haven't really told me anything, Ron. And I don't even hear you debating or arguing with me.
I wish streamers could sort of like phone up and tell Lennie about the beauty of the World Cup.
If you want
what it means to them.
So we'll be back here next Monday at the same time. If you want, we'll give you a phone number. If anyone wants to question me or Ronnie, I'm happy to answer questions, but I'm just saying to you, so far the World Cup has got more children and more women beaten. That's the first. That's the first. It's not a laughing matter. Don't laugh.
Oh my God, that's not.
Yeah, and the football players. I don't know what. I don't know. Are the football players? Do people hang out with them? Do people who go to watch football know football players?
Well, I'm sure they do, but I'm just saying to you. I mean, it's entertainment. You know, the game. You know what they call the game? The beautiful game. That's what they
Who
call
calls it the beautiful game, Ron? Who does that then? Who calls it the beautiful game?
I don't know I don't know who the person was who
what
made
I would
that
do if I
name
was
up,
you,
but I
find,
think FIFA's taking it to
go
themselves.
go
now,
to
anyway.
go to the A&D, stand in the A&D, and find a woman who's just been beaten up because her husband's team lost, and say to her, "But it's a beautiful game," and she'll say, "Yeah, it's true. My black eye and my busted spleen. It's a beautiful game."
And I understand that is definitely a negative thing, and you know we should.
So can I go a step further and say, if there was no World Cup, domestic violence would be down.
Well,
if there was no football, it would be even lower down.
You know what? I mean,
So I'm asking.
It's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I guess so.
If the theory is, not me, this is all over all the media. When football's around, violence goes up.
Well, look at Belgium and Belgium's situation. They lost the game and everybody started to smash up the place.
I'm happy to field any questions you want to ring up.
But I think, Lenny, you might be in problems because you better hope that England win the World Cup. If they don't, your house might be in problems.
Anyone who wants to ring up.
London Hott Radio.
And this is the Lennie and Ronnie show, and you want to talk about football or talk about anything, we will hook up a number. If you WhatsApp us or do whatever you do to get into the studio, we'll send out a number. I would love to hear what people have got to say.
Yeah, it'd be really good because I think I'm trying to get Lenny to just get involved in the World Cup, just to.
Ron, I care about
Brazil,
as much of the World Cup I care about as I do about Jeff Hurst. I don't know, Jeff Hurst.
Sir Jeff Hurst.
Oh yes, sir. So let me get this straight. Not only must he say nigger, 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 I got to call him sir. Yeah. Oh wow.
You know what?
Excellent.
Jeff Hurst was trying to explain a situation,
and he couldn't find no
to
words.
Garth Crooks, and he just did it in a way which.
So anyone listening heard Ronnie say Garth Crooks, and now you can Google the YouTube yourself and have a look.
Yeah.
Sir Jeff Hurst, niggering off Garth Crooks. What can I say? It's there. I didn't do it.
Frustrated with finding the right mastering for your song to a professional commercial standard? New Balance Studios London, UK consists of a combination of great engineers and unique portfolio of vintage and state-of-the-art equipment. New Balance Studios are currently becoming a leader in audio mastering. We also give you 3 options of masters to choose from. So try us now from £70 onwards at www.newbalancestudios.com.
Town Records and Playmakers Management present Smiley with a new EP, Free Utopia, featuring new singles, All on the Floor.
You know what's going down. I said we all on the floor. Pull up on the scene feeling like the great.
Going Up.
We gon' party tonight just like we should. And we going up.
The Good Vibes Remix, featuring Mike Smith and YD.
All night long.
Smiley, Free Utopia out now. Available on all platforms.
Grammy nominated and one of the UK's most dominant MCs from back in the 80s, releases his new album, I'm an African, by Tipper Irie. 16 bangers of lyrical fire touching all genres.